Welcome to another Jamie Tries video. In this one I shall be trying 3 new flavours from Walker's from their unbelievable vegan range. Let's start with the first one. This is Grilled Cheese Toastie. This is a limited edition flavour, as they all are, and I have had this previously with other times that I've done Walker's stuff. American viewers and some people around the world who were kind of intrigued by the fact that we have 5 packs in something rather than just a bag of crisps or a bag of chips. There are big ones available for certain brands. Walker's tend to do it in these small packs, which, you know, is kind of the thing. You put them in your lunchbox and things like that. So, without further ado, let's try it. So let's open that up, and within seconds, I can smell cheese. Now, it's worth noting, as the name of the brand implies, these are all vegan. This is what the inside of the bag looks like. Now, these look a tiny bit more light brown, light yellow than they normally would be. They don't seem like they've got too much of the seasoning on. Let's see if this tastes like a grilled cheese toastie. Regular viewers to the channel will know that most of the time I am dairy free, so I'm used to having other kinds of cheeses other than milk, and other kinds of milk, mostly oat and things like that, and various kinds of cheese. And this certainly doesn't have that dairy flavour in the cheese side of it. It is very much, I don't know, maybe I'm struggling to think of other types of cheese, but if you've ever had like vegan cheese or dairy-free stuff, it definitely has that slight twang to it that you get with this type of thing. And yeah, to me, with the kind of diet that I have, mostly, apart from things for this video, this tastes like the cheese I'm used to. It also has kind of a bready thing, but maybe it's the name of it that's kind of, putting me towards that. But that is a really nice flavour. I'm not sure that this is like the best thing I've ever eaten, because there is something I can't quite put my finger on. It's probably, the toasty part of it. It does kind of have that slightly toasty vibe to it, despite these looking like they've never seen a fryer, essentially. Very very light in their coating there. Yeah, I don't mind that, and certainly as a starting point, good stuff. The next flavour I shall be trying today is the Flame Grilled Steak. Now, obviously the Flame Grilled Steak is a very popular flavour of another crisp brand, of which I am very much a fan of, because they are crinkle cut. These aren't, from what I can see from the picture. They're just standard Walker's. Let's try them. Now, it's worth noting, it does state that it's vegan, but it is steak flavour, so they wouldn't have used any dairy, like with the grilled cheese toastie. No dairy, no meat, otherwise they couldn't call it vegan. So let's see. Now, there's a few more kind of seasonings on there, as you can see. A few more seasonings to try and get that steak flavour. Maybe it's because I've just had a couple of those other crisps, but initially it kind of tasted like smoky bacon rather than steak. But as I have chewed on it, I get a much more steakier vibe, I guess. I'm sort of struggling to think of ways to describe this, mainly because I'm distracted by the way I just compared it to smoky bacon, and I always think of that One Foot in the Grave episode where Victor wants smoky bacon crisps and they didn't get any, you know. Let's try another one of these. There's essence of flame grilled steak in there. That's not quite as kapow as some of the other flame grilled steak flavours that I've had. I feel like I've had one from Walker's, but it was a long time ago. And it kind of tastes like that, if I have had that. It tastes like the regular steak flavours you get, but obviously it's vegan. So they would have used different variations on things or different ingredients. So it's like 75% there. And then there's just that little bit that I can't quite put my finger on. Same with the other thing. So yeah, I do think I prefer that more than the Cheese Toastie, because my initial reaction to the Cheese Toastie inside was like, you know, because I like cheese and onion, but that seemed like there was no onion, it's just the cheese. It's kind of overwhelming, I guess. But this is definitely quite pleasing in flavour. So I'm going to try the third flavour, but my wife has just told me that I opened that packet then and suddenly like a whiff of beef flavour entered the room. So maybe I'm not 100% correct on my analysis of it. I probably have to have a packet or two just to, you know, just to go about it. First impressions, pretty good, I guess. So this one, another meat flavour for vegans, BBQ Pork Ribs. Out of the 3 flavours, 2 of them being meat themed, this does raise a question that I see often about vegans, that basically like this wants to like replicate meat but in vegan form. Are you a fan of that, or do you like to go another way? Because a lot of places now will do like a vegan version where it's like they try and get the texture and the taste of meat. What do you think about that? Do let me know in the comments below. So let's try these vegan barbecue pork ribs. Now it's worth noting I have had some water and I do still have a tiny bit of beef in my palate somewhere, but that will soon go, I'm sure. Wow, yeah, that's quite porky and ribby. It reminds me of something. Did they used to have like a barbecue ribs flavour years ago for Walker's? I feel like this reminds me, that smell, I've just got like a rush back to my childhood, and I'm sure they used to have something like that. Tiny bit more brown than other ones. Okay, I think I found my flavour. This is my flavour. These are my ones. Yeah, I really like that. It does have sort of a porky vibe to it, which is really interesting. And the thing is, I have had crisps where they've used like beef stock or whatever to make it, and those ones from other brands do have a very like beefy flavour, and I've probably had like pork ones as well where it's very porky. This one, obviously they would have used different ingredients. They wouldn't have used pork in the making of it, but it does remind me of a flavour that was out years ago. I'm sure there used to be like a pork ribs or something. I mean, it might have been that those didn't have meat in them anyway, that they used a series of different seasonings to get the desired effect. But yeah, that really reminds me, am I misremembering, or was there really a flavour years ago? But regardless, I really like those, even from just a couple of bites. I'm going to sit here and eat them all now. So overall, I think these flavours are a success. They are what they say on the tin, or on the bag I should say, in my opinion. And if you're vegan and you want sort of a meaty flavour, then I think this is the place to go. If you are vegan, do let me know what you think of these flavours. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see me try next, either big or small. And I will see you again for another Jamie Tries video.